Bonjour à toutes et à tous et bienvenue dans You Speak Français. Welcome back for another Grammar Monday, and this week I wanted to focus on a few specific time expressions that we use in French. We're going to see 3 of them that we use fairly often in our everyday life to talk and express things related to time without actually being time, grammar, conjugation, construction. That makes sense. Anyhow, first one will be venir de. Venir de plus infinitif, okay? Venir de plus infinitif literally means just did something. So that will be the equivalent in English of just did something. So you're putting emphasis on the fact that you just ended a task or doing whatever, right? For example, je viens de manger. I just ate, right? That's the equivalent. I just ate. In English, you would use the past tense. In French, we will use present tense. And the present tense will be actually the conjugation of venir, the verb venir, which means to come, right? So you have to know how to conjugate venir in the present tense, which, as a reminder, is as follows. Je viens, tu viens, il, elle, on vient, nous venons, vous venez, ils, elles viennent. Okay, so that's a small reminder on how to conjugate. So as long as you know this, then you can make any type of sentence when you just finished an action. So je viens de manger, or I can also say, I don't know, you're asking, where is Michel? Où est Michel? Okay. And your partner can answer, Michel vient de partir. He just left, right? Or you can also add vient juste de partir if you want to put emphasis on the fact that it's really just happened. Vient de means it just happened, but it can be maybe, it's relative to the person understanding of just in time, right? It could be 15 minutes ago for some people. For some people you might be like just 2 minutes. But so that's where you would add actually il vient juste de if you really want to say just right now. You enter in just left like a second ago kind of a meaning. So you can add this. Usually when we use that expression, we don't add time unless context requires it. So I wouldn't say Michel vient juste de partir il y a 5 minutes. I will just say il vient juste de partir because that's just how we express it. Then maybe some people will just add it because, that's how we speak sometimes, right? It's different. So anyhow, so that's something that we just did. So we can call that passé récent, close past, something just happened, okay? Second expression will be être en train de. Être en train de, followed by infinitive, again, infinitive verb, is when you want to put emphasis on the process of a task. So a task is ongoing, so you're doing something as we speak, or it can be a long-term project but you're working on it, so you're trying to put emphasis on the process of the project. For example, je suis en train de préparer le dîner. I'm currently preparing the dinner, I'm cooking right now, right? So here in that type of context, it means that right now that's what I'm doing. But you can also have it like an example, Michel est en train de préparer ses prochaines vacances. It doesn't mean in that case that he's actually right now as we speak working on, I don't know, deciding where he wants to go or anything. It's just that in his life, it's one of a project that is working on, and so you want to put emphasis on the fact that he's thinking of that, I could just say Michel prépare ses prochaines vacances. I could just say that, but in the fact that I'm saying est en train de, I'm just pushing the fact that is in the process of doing something, okay? You can also use that as that type of construction in the past, right? So here, the only verb you have to conjugate is être, so you have to know être in the present tense, right? I have a video for that, so you can check this out. But you can also use être in the past if you want, any type of past construction. Could be passé composé or imparfait, right? For example, I don't know, you're talking with your partner and he says, oh, what were you doing yesterday when I tried to call? Well, you can answer, I couldn't answer because I was driving, I was driving. So here, if you want to put emphasis on the fact that you were in the process of driving when your partner called, you can say, j'étais en train de conduire. Here, I'm using imparfait, conjugation of être. If you don't know it yet, don't bother, okay? Just so you know, you can use it in the past too, right? You can also use it in the future. I don't know. Let's say your partner or your friends invite you to a birthday party next weekend, and you want to say, well, I cannot, but you want to brag a little bit about the fact that you cannot because you will be in the Maldives on vacation. You can say, je serai en train de bronzer sur la plage, meaning I will be on the beach getting tan. That's the meaning here. So you're trying to put emphasis on this process. So no problem, you can use it in different tense. Okay, and last expression that we also use is être sur le point de, which plus infinitif, which literally means to be about to do something. When you're about to do something, être sur le point de. Again, all you need to know is the conjugation of être, the verb être, right? So, for example, nous sommes sur le point de partir. Let's say you're late for your birthday party, I don't know, and your friends call and say, where are you? Well, we're on the age, we're leaving as we speak, that's what you want to say. We're just about to leave, right? So we're gonna be there soon. That's the meaning that you want to convey here. So it's an immediate action that's gonna happen, right? Être sur le point de plus infinitif. You can also use that in different tense. You can use that in the past or in the future. Then the meaning change based on it. Like, I don't know. Again, if I take the example of, like, let's say your friends is inviting you to a birthday party next weekend at 3, and it ends at like 6, and you cannot because you're taking your plane, and he says, oh, you can just come at 3, around 3, and you can say, well, no, at 3 I will be about to take the plane to go on the plane. So je serai sur le point de monter dans l'avion. You can say that, though that's not usually how we speak, but you could say that. You could also say in the past, right? I don't know. If your friends, your friends come over to your house, for instance, and just before you leave, they arrived, and you were like, lucky, you arrived just before I left. You could be, j'étais sur le point de partir. J'étais sur le point de partir. I was about to leave just before you left, so you're lucky you just arrived on time. Kind of a meaning, right? So this is 3 expressions. Venir de plus infinitif, right? So when you just finish doing something. Être en train de plus infinitif. When you're doing something, you're wanting to put emphasis on the process of an action that you're doing, not related on the current moment, present time. It can be just a long time, but just you want to put emphasis on the process of it. For example, you can use that in the context of work. Your boss is asking, how is it going with file XYZ? You can say, je suis en train de finaliser le rapport. I'm currently preparing the conclusion, right? The report, right? So you can say that type of context. And the last one is être sur le point de. Être sur le point is about to do something, right? Immediate action that's gonna happen. All right? So I hope it's clear. If you have any comment, leave me a comment down below. And if you want to make a few sentences example, don't hesitate to do that in the comment section down below. Again, I'll try to correct as much as I can. As usual, I see you next time in another video. Until then, je vous dis à très bientôt. À bientôt.